Save a percentage of your income. Avoid bad debt. Invest in low-cost index funds. Don't buy stupid things to impress people you don't like. You've heard all of this before. You might even follow a few finance channels. You might have books on your shelf about wealth, investing, or passive income. And yet, at the end of the month, your account doesn't look like someone who knows what to do with money. You're not alone. Millions of people are stuck in that exact gap. They're not ignorant, they're not stupid, they're not lazy. They just don't understand the real reasons why people stay broke even when they have the information. In this video, I want to walk you through those reasons calmly, without shame, and then show you what rational risk actually looks like when you're serious about changing your financial trajectory. Let's start with the first hard truth. Knowing is not the same as deciding. You can know the gym is good for you and never go. You can know smoking is bad for you and still smoke. Information doesn't automatically translate into action. Action is driven by incentives, emotion, identity, and environment. Money is the same. You don't stay broke because you didn't watch enough finance videos. You stay broke because the forces around you and inside you are stronger than a piece of advice. The first force is simple. Your environment is designed for spending, not for wealth. Your phone shows you things to buy. Your friends invite you to events that cost money. Your social media feeds show you lifestyles that make you feel behind. Every day, tiny nudges push you toward using money to fix how you feel right now. None of those nudges care about your balance 10 years from now. If you don't deliberately build a counter-environment for yourself, you are playing a rigged game. That's why you can watch a video about compound interest and still end up ordering takeaway that night. In that moment, your brain is not thinking in 30-year charts. It's thinking in, I'm tired, I deserve something, I want to feel good now. The second force keeping people broke is identity. You can't consistently behave in a way that contradicts who you believe you are. If deep down you still see yourself as bad with money, someone who never gets ahead, or the one who always ends up helping everyone else, you will find ways to sabotage good plans. You might start budgeting, then forget to track a few days. You might start investing, then panic sell when the market dips. You might pay off a chunk of debt, then celebrate by taking on a new payment. On the surface, it looks irrational, but at the identity level, it's just you returning to what feels familiar. Changing your financial life means changing your story about yourself. Not I'm rich yet. That's too far away to feel real. More like, I'm someone who treats money as a tool, not a toy. I'm someone who finishes the month with a little more than I started. I'm someone who can sit with discomfort without buying my way out of it. The third force is how you think about risk. Most people are terrified of the wrong kind of risk. They're scared of putting a few $100s into an investment that might go up and down. But they're not scared of staying in a job that underpays them for 10 years. They're not scared of floating on minimum payments for the next 20. They're not scared of never learning a skill that could double their income. Avoiding visible risk while taking invisible risk is one of the fastest ways to stay broke. Rational risk is different. Rational risk says, what small, repeatable risk can I take that, if I do it for years, almost guarantees I won't be in the same place? That might look like putting a fixed percentage of your income into a broad market index fund every month, no matter what. Spending 6 months learning one skill that actually commands money in the market instead of consuming 10 random courses. Starting a boring, low-glamour side business that solves a real problem people pay for. None of that feels as exciting as 10 times your money fast. But boring rational risk is what builds quiet, rich people. The fourth force is time. Most people dramatically underestimate how long it takes for good decisions to show up in their bank account. They save for a few months, invest a little, see almost no difference, and then conclude, this doesn't work. Meanwhile, they forget that it took years to get into their current situation. Long chains of small decisions created their debt, their level of income, their habits, their dependence. You don't reverse years of momentum in a couple of weeks. Wealth, for most normal people, is not a moment. It's a direction. The question is not, how can I be rich in 90 days? The real question is, what would my money look like 3 years from now if I stopped doing the obviously dumb stuff and committed to one simple, rational plan? 3 years sounds long, but 3 years of drift goes by quickly. You've already had 3-year periods in your life where nothing really changed. The difference now is deciding you won't let the next 3 look like the last 3. So how do you actually move from knowing to changing? You don't need a perfect plan. You need a plan simple enough that you can stick to it on your worst days. Here's a starting framework. First, decide your non-negotiable minimum, a fixed percentage of income that is untouchable, even if it's small. 5%? 3%. The number matters less than the fact that it's non-negotiable. That money goes to future you, savings, debt destruction, or investing. From there, you can scale up. Second, pick one wealth-building lane for the next 12 months, not 5. Not I'm doing stocks, crypto, dropshipping, and real estate. 1. Maybe it's become excellent at my job and earn a raise or promotion. Start and grow a simple service business. Learn one in-demand freelance skill and land clients. When you focus, you actually make progress deep enough to matter. Third, build friction against dumb decisions. Unfollow accounts that trigger comparison and impulsive spending. Separate your spend account from your build account. Delete saved cards from shopping sites. Make it slightly harder to be your old self. Slightly easier to be your new self. Finally, write down the sentence you want to be true about you 3 years from now. I have no high-interest debt. I have 6 months of expenses saved. My investments are bigger than my car. My income comes from more than one source. You don't have to know every step between here and there. You just have to be honest about whether the way you use money today is walking you in that direction or walking you away from it. Most people stay broke because they never consciously choose a direction. They react. They cope. They drift. You're watching this because some part of you is tired of that. You don't have to become obsessed with money. You just have to stop pretending it will magically fix itself. Information brought you here, but decisions, repeated over time, are what will move you out of the category of people who know what to do and into the small category of people who actually did it. Start small, but start.